Tweet deckers, you better watch out. It's a day of reckoning. Twitter has gone in and suspended some people that you might be familiar with on the social media platform, like at Dory, girl post, so damn true, girl code, relatable, common white girl, teenager notes, Fina, holy word I don't say, meme provider. These are all tweet deckers. What is a tweet decker? Well, tweet decking, as it's called, is an explicit violation of Twitter's ban policy, which does not allow users to sell, purchase, or attempt to artificially inflate account interactions. We'll get into what this is, but essentially, they've been suspended. Thoughts, 5 words or less.
Holy tweet, this is serious.
Best accounts on Twitter, gone.
At Gayboy Problems, bye.
It's all a scam, all of it.
Damn it.
This is so what tweet deckers do? These are things like common white girl, believe it or not, I know what common white girl is. Common white girl, it's fun little tweets.
It is.
Yeah,
That they get
memes,
tweets,
yeah, little
like
videos, GIFs.
Jared, whatever Jared, just Jared, all that kind of stuff where they go and aggregate stuff that you're gonna like. What had been happening is they retweet each other's stuff. Back and forth, and lift it up so that they guarantee a certain number of eyeballs because they just cherry pick all the things that have made it that have been popular, and then they kind of pad the stats by making each other popular with each other. And then what they do is they go and say, hey, the weird skirt that we want that wants to sell more skirts. They'll be like, all right, pay us money, we'll tweet out your stuff among all of this other stuff. And that is a scam. That is padding the stats. That's what people don't like. And so they've been suspended. What do you think about it, Grace?
Oh man, on the spot.
Well, we gave you the story probably 2 days ago.
No, I think it's.
What was the thing you wanted to say about this, Grace?
I didn't really particularly have a hot take, but I did think.
Moving on.
Okay.
What do you? I mean, do you use any of these? Have you seen
No,
them?
I don't think
You don't
I
follow
do.
at Common White Girl?
No, but I've seen all of the tweets from you.
Oh.
That's now I'm putting it
retweet
together.
at Common White Girl,
All
at
the
Dory.
time. Yeah,
I retweet them.
What do you like about it? What do you think about it?
I mean, it's usually really funny memes, like relatable quotes, motivational quotes. Like, I love that shit, first of all. So I'll retweet that. That's probably why you see it. But I didn't really realize that they were using that as a way to like make money and like throw in little ads.
You know what Twitter's doing is that they're like, you guys, like if anybody's gonna make money, it's gonna be us.
Right,
Because
this is
remember
their
for a
hate.
long time,
Right.
people were like, how is Twitter gonna start making money? And there was this big conversation about like ad revenue for Twitter and how they could start cultivating more advertisers on the platform. And I think that that's sort of what I mean, I have to think it comes down to the almighty dollar where they're like, no, not you guys, we want.
How does Twitter make more money now that their popular Twitter handles are gone?
I don't know, I think it was sort of vindictive. Like I think that that's what I think that they aren't really realizing the ramifications. That's my hot take.
Twitter's like California, engineered to keep you broke. Twitter's like, I don't want you to have followers. I don't want you to be famous. It seems like there's always some kind of new barrier, new like wall. You gotta try to like, get a dragon to burn down to get more followers or to get engagement on Twitter. Like you. White Girls was great.
White Girls,
right, like, I found many motivational quotes to help me with my week sometimes. Gay boy problems, amazing. But so that's like the praise emoji. I do it all the time. Praise emoji. But I don't know. Twitter's just becoming this really hard thing to navigate now because there's all these new algorithms. Like social media is just too much. Like my therapist says, "Are you on social media a lot this week?" Yes. Here's more Xanax because that's how intense it's become.
What I don't understand is are users mad that these accounts are like this, or is it like Twitter people like? I don't understand where the anger is coming from because I don't care.
Yeah, break it down,
I don't care.
Brett.
In my understanding, the same thing's happening on YouTube, where they say, "Here's YouTube, here's Twitter, here's how it is, here's basically how it works," and people figure out what works the best. Now, what works the best and what is the most ethical are two different things.
Right.
So there are folks that are gaming the system. It's like if you run a casino and someone figures out a way to like, sit down at the right time so that they absolutely win every time on the slot machine.
Right.
That's illegal, and there's like a lot of laws and stuff. There's a lot of copyright issues with these folks stealing tweets, period. That's someone's intellectual property, that's someone's joke, and if you don't credit them and you just retweet it, all these people say, well, this is the Just Jared, the fat Jewish thing, where it's like, we're just aggregators. And it's like, well, you better credit the person because otherwise you're just a thief.
That makes sense.
Now, there's the other thing that is kind of financial where Twitter is trying to say, okay, it's time for us to make money and we are gonna show you all these people that you can advertise through, that you can place ads around. Well, if those and that's fine at the beginning. YouTube had that where it's like, just put ads at the beginning of stuff. You get millions and billions and trillions of views on this. And then the advertisers have a moment where they're like, great, we want to be where the eyeballs are. And they make the ad buy and the money goes through. And then finally, like a year later, when it's time for their next meeting, they're like, let's study our investment. And they're like, oh my God, we just advertised on the suicide forest. That's not okay. YouTube, how could you let this happen? Twitter, how could you let this happen? And Twitter's like, sorry, we're new at this. We're new. We have to go do something, and then they turn around. So it is, in my understanding, kind of the almighty dollar, but it's a lot of these folks like going and saying, all right, the way we had it set up, it's not okay. Now, the frustrating thing is like, now we have, maybe there is a way where eventually you can have like the ultimate ad-friendly videos, get the most views, and the advertisers are friendly. But the reason that things like Twitter and YouTube got so popular is because they weren't like CBS at 8 o'clock.
Right.
It wasn't like jokey joke, haha, isn't that right? Family-friendly context. It was that extra stuff that everybody went to. And now that there's been time to catch up, it's literally turning back into network television.
Yeah.
Like there's streaming sites and you can't cuss on certain platforms anymore because they want to be advertiser friendly. Like that's happening. And I think that's just a cycle that everyone like within their generation can't pick up on. Because like after a while, it's just like, oh.
Well, it gained popularity, both Twitter and YouTube, because I do think that there is like that correlation between the two, and you can find that connection because it was subversive to what we understood as mainstream media. And now you see that they want to get that mainstream media money, and in order to do that, you can't really be as subversive and controversial anymore. And so then you sort of take away the lore, not the lore, the luster
the
of
fun?
Is it luster? Is that the right word that I'm looking for?
Allure was a better word.
The forbidden fruit.
Yes, of why it got popular in the first place. And I think that's, again, that's what we're totally navigating. Did I just regurgitate what you just said? I'm sorry.
Grace splaining.
You made
Grace-plaining?
Grace splaining.
Grace splaining. Yay.
I don't know if you do it a lot.
Actually, that was.
She also grace spreads. She does grace spreading, grace splaining.
All
Twitter
the time.
used to be fun.
In between takes.
Anyhow, that's that. I think we freaking nailed it.